There are spiritual realities that are hidden from us. To this day, there's spiritual realities that are hidden from the wise. And God has revealed certain things to us, and He continues to reveal certain things to us. And it's interesting that even though those things are hidden, sometimes in our life, God will bypass the wisest of them all, and He'll go for the lowliest one just to prove that He is God. It's the whole dynamic of the kingdom. If you want to be first, be last. If you want to be the greatest, be the least. And there are things that are happening. There are still to this day, they don't wear the attire, but boy, there are self-righteous Pharisees standing in pulpits today all over social media, and they act like God is all about them and everything else that they have. But I'm telling you, God is bypassing some of the most self-righteous Pharisaical, Sadducee mentality of men and women of God who thinks that God can't show up unless they show up. God is bypassing that, and He's raising Jacobs up that people thought that they were lowly, they were despised, they were wicked, but there's a generation emerging who the world rejected and the world despised them, but they're going to come out of the woods, out of the middle of the wilderness, and they're going to be forerunners because they had an encounter with God when no one else was around. There was no mighty worship team. There was no mighty man or woman of God standing in a pulpit. They found themselves in the midst of a cave or in a barren land, and all of a sudden God came and visited them. There shall be a generation of Jacobs who rise up, that the world may define them as worms, but God will define them as sons of God.